Hello, everyone, and welcome to Now Spinning, the official podcast of the Lansing Community College Vinyl Record Club. We meet twice a month to listen to vinyl and talk about music. Stay tuned to learn about how you can get in touch with us and attend our meetings. All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in again to Now Spinning. Today we're going to be talking about our meeting we had on the 18th of March, and the theme was Nocturnal music. Before we get into that, I want to make a special shout out to real friends of the show that actually exist this time, the SFC Record Club in Fujikawa, Japan. We just recently had a very nice a virtual meeting with them. It was really great to learn about their setup and how it's different from ours, and just to talk about music in general. We're looking forward to maybe even having them on the show at some point. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
We will see. Very lovely group of people. Thank you for listening to the podcast and checking us out. It's very much appreciated.
It's very good. All right, but let's without further ado though, let's jump right into this playlist here.
Well, let's hold on one second.
Oh, hold on, you got something else to say?
Who's talking right now?
I missed. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. I forgot what my name was. Let's go with you first. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Leo Ackerman.
And I am Jacob Zokvik.
I'm still Simon Medina, despite reports you may hear. All right, let's talk about music now. Actually, now that we know what people's names are. Mm-hmm. Starting off the meeting, we have get your bingo cards out. We have the Beach Boys with Me Tonight off the Smiley Smile album. I love this song. It's very wholesome. Yeah. It's a great intro, mellow.
Just a chill jam.
Yeah.
Most of Smiley Smile is like that. Just very chill, very lax, very nice to throw on in the background.
Lo-fi, laid back, that kind of thing. I like this album quite a bit. I know.
So after that, we've got Eine kleine Nachtmusik by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
One and only.
Yeah, the one and only. Probably his most famous song, arguably one of the most famous classical songs of all time. Interestingly, not released during his lifetime. They found it after the fact, and somebody went, hey, this is pretty good. And in modern times especially, it has really taken off. Like I said, it's probably his most famous song. So the meeting theme was nocturnal music, night music. Eine kleine Nachtmusik in English is just a little night music. Very interestingly, they have no idea why Mozart called it that. So again, it wasn't released in his lifetime, so it never got like a real title. And he wrote a ton of sonatas and things that would have been performed at like private homes of the wealthy and stuff like that. So maybe it got performed, but probably not. But the point is, they have no idea why it's called that. They suspect he was just writing in his log and he needed something to call it. And it was probably nighttime. And he probably thought, this is a cute little song. Eine kleine Nachtmusik. So there you go. I brought this in because to me it's night music, but if you listen to it, it's just a bouncy, romantic sort of classical song, and I don't know if it has anything to do with night, but I happen to really like it.
It was very nice.
It fits the theme. Like, it's probably of all the songs on here, it fits the theme the best because it's like you said, it's just called night music. Yeah, so
yeah,
right.
Who knows why?
I'm glad that they really rocked with the Mozart B-sides. Of all the artists, who in the world could have expected Amadeus Mozart to have produced Heat?
Yeah, there you go.
All right. After that, I think we have Shamika, right?
We do have that after.
Shamika is a Fiona Apple song from her record Fetch the Bolt Cutters in 2020. To me, Fetch the Bolt Cutters feels like a very ramshackle like jazz bar at midnight. And at the piano, hunched over, you have the most unhinged woman that you've ever heard, and it's incredible. It isn't really night music in the traditional like, oh, you're gonna relax, you're gonna put on some like Sade and chill out. It's like
going out at night music.
Yes.
Almost. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not quite like nightclub, but it's let's have a good night. You know?
Sure. Yeah.
Real wild. The piano playing on this is fiery. Fiona, as her career has progressed, has grown more and more experimental. And the cabaret influence especially is played up on her later releases. and it makes for a very theatrical, real entertaining listening experience. Might take a little bit of getting used to because the production is very amateurish. She recorded it in GarageBand by herself over the span of a few years. Taught herself the program. I think that gives it its own like its own little appeal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's very DIY, but at the same time, it has like the refinement of someone who is trained in cabaret singing and piano playing, and is just all around a great storied alternative singer-songwriter.
Yeah. Well, and like especially, you know, Fiona Apple's always been kind of experimental, you know what I mean, a bit out there, but like a lot of the early stuff was clearly meant to break into top 40. And to finally say like, oh no, I'm going to do this on my own and I'm going to experiment in the way I want. You get so much more of the artist in the art that way, and you get to really experience something new and exciting in the music. And nailed it. Pretty cool.
Bouncing off of that, we have Underground by Tom Waits, another entry in the sort of nighttime freakish cabaret thing.
Yeah.
He is so interesting.
Yeah. Oh, just a fascinating human being. I don't know if he smokes cigarettes or if he eats them, but yeah, he's coming. One of those moves, you know.
Yeah. What a voice.
Yeah.
He started off with forgetting the name of his debut record, but that was very much like a smooth kind of like Closing Hours, I think it was called, something like that.
It was kind of like club music in a way, you know, not like a dance club, but you know what I mean.
But it was like a nighttime, like I'm gonna sing some pretty songs for you in a Tom Waits way.
Yeah.
And later on in his career, and I mean by like 6 years maybe, so not that much later, he just went fully unhinged. He decided to do what he wanted with the most chaotic instrumentation he could think of, xylophones, washboards, you name it. I haven't listened to much Tom Waits. It's one of the few times I've heard this song. Loved it. Thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, my introduction to Tom Waits was Shrek 2, but he has a song in that soundtrack. But I remember buying a CD when those were still a thing. A used CD of Bone Machine is I think the album.
Yes,
and that one's like really weird, you know, like right in the height of him being just a weirdo. And just going like, I don't know if I really understand this, but I do like it. Pretty interesting.
Good. Yeah. Do you want to mention the next song? Got anything to say about Thriller by Michael Jackson?
Oh boy. So we were talking about how those previous songs weren't really nightclub songs. This is a nightclub song.
Yeah.
This is a barn burner. Okay? When you throw this on any dance floor, if the dancers are cool, people are gonna start dancing. It's Thriller. It's Thriller by Michael Jackson. It's a classic. Rest in peace, Quincy Jones. The arrangement it's perfect. Every little instrument fits in its own pocket. The production is super clean. Michael's vocals it's Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You know whose vocals really nail it though?
Who?
Vincent Price.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Did you know he didn't get paid for that? Yeah, it was just a favor to Michael Jackson. Apparently Michael Jackson sent him like a gold record, but no money. And he was just like, I mean, cool, thanks. But also you made lots of money. But Vincent Price was a very funny dude. So I'm sure he took it in stride and probably thought it was pretty silly.
Yeah. Not much else to say about it. It's Thriller. You've heard it. I know you've heard it.
You're going to hear it again.
You in the audience, you will hear this again. I know you will.
We're talking about you specifically right now.
Yeah, Dave.
God.
Listen, Ethan, you're going to listen and you're going to like it.
All right.
But moving on, we have a little bit of a shift in tone. We have 99 Miles from LA by Art Garfunkel, the other half of Simon and Garfunkel.
Famously didn't get along.
No, not friends.
Yeah. But even without Paul Simon, I think this song really does stand on its own. It's very, very... I think the word we used in the meeting was tasteful.
Yeah, tasteful.
It's just very nicely arranged. His vocals are delicate. It's very soft.
Well, he's a great singer, though. I mean,
this is nighttime. This is like nighttime music, if that makes sense. it's tranquil.
Right.
Indeed.
It's not quite for you to fall asleep to, but chilling.
Right.
Music to be content to.
Yeah.
What else?
So
we
after
got?
that, we've got Sunglasses at Night by Corey Hart, which I brought in. I have loved this song since I was a kid. It's got it all. It's cool, kind of a dance sounding song, but you listen to like the bass and the synth in it, and it's really good. It has just a super sick guitar solo, just like out of nowhere. You're just like, oh yeah, like that's how you close out this song. It's just epic guitar solo. Corey Hart, just a artist from Canada. Just always wanted to be a musician, became a musician, and it worked out for him. He's got a couple other songs that I can't remember the name of right now. I'm sorry, Corey, but yeah, it's one of those songs that is very obviously about night, is very obviously about a certain kind of person, and a certain kind of vibe, and like we said about Thriller, it kind of fits in a nightclub in a very great way. And I've not been in a nightclub in many years, but I can tell you there's usually some dude wearing sunglasses.
Absolutely. Beautiful. My only observation about this is that if you took the most stereotypical like 80s rock, like pop rock elements, and you put them all into one song, this is it. This is the most, possibly the most 80s sounding song to ever be conceived.
But
I'm afraid
distilled to perfection.
No, I don't mean this in a negative way at all. No,
it's all there.
Anything you could want.
I remember being so proud when I put this on and I looked over to a table of students and they were all just kind of like bobbing their head to it, and I was like, yes, I brought in the right one. I brought in the right song.
It's like this. It's like instead of this being like a mishmash of stereotypes, it's like, oh, this is the end result of like what this decade's sound is supposed to be. Like it's supposed to sound this awesome all the time. It's all downhill from there.
Yeah, pack it up. Pack it up. They did it.
I don't know about
they
that,
finished it. But yeah.
What else we got? What else we got in here?
Well, let's take a look here. We can talk.
Well, you wanted to talk about Marvin Gaye, so next up is actually Marvin Gaye.
Wow. All right, this song is "I Want You" by Marvin Gaye. I'm forgetting the record it's from.
The record is also called "I Want You." It looks like
it's called "I Want You." Perfect. So "I Want You" from "I Want You." The arrangement on this one is spectacular. I mean, the strings are so much in the best way. Like it is so over the top and dramatic, but in a way that's just like, yeah. It gets me pumped.
So is this a Motown recording? Do we know?
This I don't think it's like Motown.
I know for part of his career he was Motown.
No, this is late 70s. I don't think he was still working for them at this point.
Early on in his career, he was a Motown artist, but I think he switched to some other label. I don't know. I don't know my Marvin Gaye history, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But this song rocks. And fun little trivia about this is the main like theme from "I Want You" is sampled in Kendrick Lamar's "The Heart Part 6", which is actually how I first heard the sample, or first heard the song really. It was through that, and I don't know. Sampling's very cool. Shout out Marvin Gaye. Great music.
Fantastic. Coming up after that, we have a couple songs that were actually brought in by students from MSU, specifically from the MSU Vinyl Nights people, and I just wanted to shout them out as well. A very great group of people.
Yeah.
Fun concept. It's a lot like our meetings, but slightly different in an interesting way. I like it a lot. It was a very fun time going there a couple days ago. Yeah. But they played let's see, Nights by Frank Ocean.
Ooh. I listened to this all the time in high school. Have either of you listened to Blonde by Frank Ocean?
I know of it, but I haven't listened to it.
A little bit. I've heard a little bit of it.
It is the alternative R&B Bible to me.
Oh.
Like every song is smooth and emotionally evocative, and it culminates with Nights, straight in the middle of the record. The beat switch in this song happens at the exact middle point of the album. It's one of those songs that I really have a hard time putting into words, because I'm so familiar with it, and it's really hard to express something in words that is so familiar to you. Because
well, I'm
it's
sure
impossible to imagine it being alien to someone else.
you could express it in words, but probably you know that like word count thing that you get for
Yeah.
every college paper. You're going over the word count limit probably, and that's special because it means it does mean a lot to you, and it's so exciting to have a song like that. But yeah, when you try and describe to somebody like, well, I need to explain to you the entire history of R&B first, and that sort of thing.
You don't know how good Odd Future was. This is why this is so good. It's a whole thing. That's all I can really give you. It's a whole thing. Please go listen to Blonde. Changed my life when I was 14. Will probably change some other people's when they're older than 14. Hopefully,
We can hope.
we can hope. We can pray.
And then, following that song up, we had another Frank,
Yeah.
separate Frank.
Also brought in by one of our guests from MSU.
Yes, it was.
Apparently they're big fans of Frank's over at MSU.
And this was "Let Me Love You Tonight" by Frank Sinatra. And I have to say, this was the record this was played off of was possibly like it was a little bit. I don't even know how to describe it, but it was a little crusty. Is
It
what I want to say.
sounded like
it was,
a memory.
It was a little muffled. Yeah, it was like it was playing in the next room a little bit.
And people used to, and they still do, but people used to just love Frank Sinatra. And I'm sure that record got played a million times. And there's some old lady somewhere that probably knows exactly every scratch on that record because she put them there because she listened to it so many times.
It's profound.
I'm a big fan of Frank. A bizarre sort of musical artist from a different time, but just extremely well known for the right reasons because he sounds great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good one.
The friend of the show. Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. Why not? Why not? Moving on, we have let's see here, "Night Drive" by Goche, and this is an artist we've played a couple times before, I think.
Yeah, we've had Noah has brought in Gautier a few times, and we've never played somebody that I used to know. And we got to be honest, man. Go listen to other songs by Gautier.
Yeah,
that song
definitely.
is great, but all of it's great. And a little teaser: we might be doing a deep dive into Gautier's discography at some point. He's only got like 2 albums, so
I think it's 3.
It'll be good. 3? Sure.
Yeah, that'll
Sure.
be. We can work with that.
Yeah, we could squeeze 3 albums into 30 minutes.
Hopefully. Yeah. But yeah, great artist though. Very interesting discography. From what little I've heard already, I got to do my research for that. Still, I gotta get it. Probably take an afternoon, but we'll see. But right after that, we have another artist. This one we played a couple times before. I don't think solo, but his band, which is Steely Dan. We're talking about Donald Fagen here with The Nightfly, and this album is. When I heard the theme Nocturnal music, this was probably the first thing that popped into my head because the whole thing is basically. It's not really. It's kind of a concept album about like his childhood and like the way like his upbringing, like the 50s and stuff. But it's like told from the perspective of kind of like a radio DJ at a in like a jazz station. And I thought it's really fascinating. This song is the one that kind of sets that up. It's just a really smooth jazz fusion, jazz rock song. I just love it a lot.
It's my personal favorite Steely Dan related record. I think it was the first Steely Dan record. Actually, no, the first album really to be recorded with fully digital equipment. Which one you can tell the quality even now is pristine. It sounds like it could have been recorded yesterday. And 2, knowing Steely Dan's like striving for perfection, of course he was going to be the first one to do it. He's always wanted that like crystalline sound, and he got it. He got it right here. I keep bringing up the arrangements, but like all of these songs are arranged so well. They just sound great. And Donald Fagen, on The Nightfly, honestly, I know he gets clowned for his Steely Dan vocals sometimes. I think he sounds excellent.
Oh, yeah.
All across The Nightfly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Steely Dan if the vocals were like perfect and pristine, though. That's the charm of it, is that he sings a little bit.
Steely Dan
exactly,
vocals.
that's what I'm saying. It's not the. It wouldn't be if he was like a perfect like smooth singer. It wouldn't be the same. He's a little bit of a goblin, and like that's the beauty of it. That's what we love about him.
Like I don't want a Nat King Cole singing about dying behind the wheel. That would bum me out.
Right.
I want this weird dude to do it. That's what brings me joy.
It fits the music, the lyrics anyway. The music, the lyrics definitely it fits. But yeah, Steely Dan, great band. It's Donald Fagen, great artist, but
Love you, Donnie.
great guy. Moving on from that, we have let's see, The Numbers by Radiohead off of the album A Moon-Shaped Pool.
Yes, this is an interesting one. Radiohead is usually known for their like alternative rock stuff, like The Bends or OK Computer or Creep. Unfortunately, after Kid A, they took a bit of a shift towards post rock and electronic music. They kind of sat in that for a bit, mixing alternative rock and electronic music. But after The King of Limbs, grossly underrated record, by the way, they shifted it into art pop and these really lush string arrangements and contemplative personal lyrics, which Radiohead, I'm not going to say they aren't a personal band. I mean, a lot of the songs are very like
flirted with
gloomy.
those ideas before.
Yeah, they flirted with them, but A Moon-Shaped Pool is the first album to feel like this isn't like about like the ills of the world or like how the Iraq war is bad, you know? Like it's about their lives and it's about the emotions that they're feeling. There's a song on the record that's just detailing Tom York having a panic attack in a train station. And I don't know, the personal nature of these songs, plus the more subdued instrumentation and gentle production, it might be my favorite Radiohead record. I'm not sure. It's been a little bit since I've revisited Radiohead records. But yeah, The Numbers, excellent song. Go check it out. Also, go check out the version with Tom and Johnny and a CR78 drum machine. They're just in the woods. Two dudes with a guitar and a drum machine. Excellent.
It's very cool.
All right, what else we got?
We've got a song that I enjoy, Cape Cod Kwasa Kwasa by Vampire Weekend. This whole album is just fun and really good listen, in my opinion. What do you think?
It's Vampire Weekend. I've split their career into like two phases at this point. Like this is their like Ivy League fun time record. I love it. I love it to death.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's delightful. I love the Suku's influence in this stuff. I think the way Vampire Weekend uses like traditional like African style guitar playing in their music is something that I don't know if any other like American bands have done.
Oh, we'll get into it.
At least since Vampire Weekend.
Sure, I get you. They've even got a couple of like reggae songs, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the way they pull from like Afro-Caribbean music. I think it's awesome. We love you, Vampire Weekend. Go listen to the new album too. That one's great.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very cool. Following this one up, we have something a little bit different, which is Tubular Bells by Mike Oldfield, and we didn't play the whole song.
No.
We should have.
Yeah.
It's good. Listen to
Take
the
an
whole
extra
thing.
20 minutes.
This song is awesome. And it's one of those songs that's like kind of a rock song, but also like borders on like high art, you know what I mean, in its classical influence and stuff. And you know, like I was a band kid in high school and stuff, and I played trombone, but I was always jealous of percussion because they got to play with fun stuff like bells, you know, just big old tubular bells and whacking them with big old hammers and bing bong, and you're just like, yeah, I'm all about that. And it's such a cool sound. And the instrumentation gets very interesting too. You know, there's a lot of electronic kind of sounding stuff in there. And you know, I remember in the meeting, one of the conversations that was being had was like, people didn't think this was creepy until Halloween. Like people just thought it was awesome. And it is. Like it's really complex while also like just using the sounds that it needs to still like move you.
It's like prog's reaction to minimalism almost.
Ooh, that's a good way to say it. Yeah.
We love you, Mike Oldfield.
Yeah, I don't know if I know any other. I'm sorry, but I don't think a lot of that has made its way through pop culture.
I can't name anything off the top of my head.
If you have any Mike Oldfield, please bring it into the record club. We would love to share more of his
as long
work.
as long as it's under like, as long as it's not 20 minutes long, we're probably not going to be able to listen to the whole thing. But bring it in, please.
Yeah. Just show it off, even.
Just so we know it's real.
So after that, we had a song by Ray Charles. We were particularly interested because it sounds like really early Ray Charles. We looked it up literally like before we sat down to record this podcast, and it was from
the compilation on Spotify says 1949 to 1952. So this is really old, super old stuff.
And you can hear it. You can hear it in the like quality of the sound.
Definitely.
But the quality of Ray Charles as a musician, still there.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then the last song that was played was something called Darkness on the Edge of Town by Bruce Springsteen from the album that's also called Darkness on the Edge of Town. And this is a nice little song. I mean, like, as far as the nighttime theme goes, this one fits pretty much perfectly, I think. You know, it's like I said, Darkness on the Edge of Town. It's very evocative, you know, in terms of the lyrics and such.
Which so much of Springsteen is.
No, yeah, he's definitely a very not like a lot of artists, like they when they write lyrics, they go really like deep into like metaphor and stuff. But Bruce Springsteen's pretty like straightforward. Like he just tells a story about a dude,
and
that's it.
It's relatable.
Yeah, that's the thing about it.
It's especially relatable to people in like the 70s, but it's still pretty relatable now.
Yeah, I mean, I listened, not this album, but the album I believe directly after this or two after this was Nebraska, which is like probably one of the most very relatable, I think, just having grown up in the Midwest. You know, it's like it's very real. It's very present. You know what I mean? It talks about a lot of themes that are very relatable to me, especially. But you know, it's a good album. This one is also very good. But you know, we got to talk about a couple different albums besides the one that we're actually talking about.
Naturally.
But yeah, I think that does wrap it up for today, though.
Yeah.
If you're interested at all in attending any of our meetings or listening to past podcasts or looking at any of our past playlists, you can check out our website, which will be linked with the show. Everybody's welcome at our meetings, whether you have been collecting for your whole life or you never collected any records before and you're just interested in music. The only requirement is that you just have to have a desire to hear something that you've never heard before, and a desire to, you know, share your passion for music with others, basically.
And maybe a desire to eat pizza. That's a good
Oh, that's
desire
right,
to
the
bring
pizza too. Don't forget about the pizza. But that does about wrap it up for today. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks especially to the SFC Record Club in Japan, and as well as the MSU Vinyl Nights people. Happy to meet up with you guys. Hopefully we'll have you on again sometime soon. All right, well, goodbye, everybody. Thank you for listening in. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Love you very much. Goodbye.